Islanders, we've got a couple of cruise news stories for you on the show today. First, cruising out of New Orleans right now on the Gulf Coast is tough. Passengers are frustrated because of Hurricane Francine. The Carnival Valor is changing her next itinerary, going on a cruise to nowhere. We will share that with you on the show today. We're also sharing news about this ship show, Princess Cruises, and the Sun Princess, a beautiful ship. We were just on her. She's headed for North America, but Princess Cruises is announcing many changes for the ship. Park 19, the outdoor space is changing, and several restaurants are changing and trading places. What the heck is going on? We're going to share that with you as well. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. A big happy Friday to all you Islanders. We have made it through the week. We are entering the weekend, and we are right here on Island Time. I am Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together. We have worked hard all week. It's only fair that we relax a little bit. We talk about cruising and cruise news. That's what you and I like to do. If you're not a member of this community yet, be sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to receive notifications when we upload content and when we go live, just like we will this Sunday evening, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We will see you on our live show. Let's jump right into the cruise news and talk about Hurricane Francine. No one, and I mean no one, likes for their cruise, likes for their travel plans to be interrupted by Mother Nature. This happens from time to time. We see hurricanes and tropical storms that take place. We see fog sometimes that takes place in Galveston and Charleston and other places. No one likes it. We plan our cruise. We pay for our cruise. We get there. We want to get on board as early as we can, but sometimes Mother Nature pushes the pause button, pushes the change button, and we need to push the easy button. Sometimes that is tough to do. Thankfully, there weren't too many impacts from Hurricane Francine, but the Carnival Valor sailing from New Orleans has been impacted. These people, of course, were looking forward to their cruise. They wanted to cruise. The Valor has not been able to make it back to New Orleans yet, but she will. And the next cruise, it was supposed to leave yesterday. The next cruise will be a shortened cruise, and the next cruise will be a rare cruise to nowhere. Yeah, the ship will leave New Orleans, will sail around in the Gulf, will not visit any island, any country. It will sail back to New Orleans on a 3-day cruise to nowhere. Of course, Carnival Cruise Line has to get permission from the U.S. government to do these. These are actually illegal. Carnival is doing something illegal but has permission to do so. Carnival Cruise Line is doing everything they can to make this right, even though it's not their fault. It's not their fault there was a hurricane that took place. It's not their fault that the Valor could not make it back to New Orleans in time. It's not their fault, but they're doing what's right because that's what they do. That's what good companies do. Carnival Cruise Line is still trying to tell passengers who are booked on this cruise to please sail with us. Continue to sail with us. Come on this cruise to nowhere. They're doing everything they can. They're giving refunds, prorated 1-day refunds back to passengers because it is a shortened cruise. They're giving back shore excursion refunds. If you had booked through Carnival, then you're going to be refunded. That money will be on your account as onboard credit. It's one reason to book through cruise lines, one reason to book your short excursions through cruise lines. I don't always do it, but if you don't, just realize when Mother Nature calls, you've got to fight and work with that third party to get your money back. Carnival's also electing to give everyone 50% future cruise credit, so whatever you paid for the cruise, they're going to give you half of that in future cruise credit for another cruise. They don't have to do that. This is for people going on the cruise. They're also giving you $200 in change fees that you can use for airlines if you have to change your flights and things like that. They don't have to do any of this. They don't have to do anything. And it's pointed out, I don't know when the last time you read the passenger contract. It's page after page after page after page that really limits the liability that Carnival Cruise Line, and all cruise lines have these, but it limits their liability. In Section 8D of the passenger contract, it reads as follows. Carnival may change the duration and or itinerary of the cruise at any time, including but not limited to adverse weather and hurricanes. Carnival shall have no liability for any compensation or other damages in such circumstances for any change in itinerary. They don't have to do anything. They're doing more than what they have to do, and that's why Carnival is a great company. They're also telling passengers who choose not to sail on this cruise, not to travel to New Orleans, that they will give them 100% back in future cruise credit. So if you don't want to go, you get your money back in future cruise credit, and you have some time to use that. I would be kind of excited about this, though. I would enjoy a cruise to nowhere. It is something that I have asked for a long time. But like I said, it's actually against the law to do so. Maybe one day that will change. But I would love a cruise to nowhere. I would still go on this cruise, especially I'm getting half my money back anyway. And I wonder, Islanders, what would you do? If you were booked on this cruise, it's just a quick 3-day trip now, would you take this cruise to nowhere? If the cruise was maybe close to you and your home port, would you do it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below as we ask ourselves in this next cruise news story, what the heck is going on? A total ship show. Amanda and I just sailed our first Princess Cruises cruise last month on board the brand new Sun Princess. And let me just say, you followed along with us and we have more vlogs to share, trust me. It was one of the greatest experiences that I've ever had. The Sun Princess may be my favorite ship I have ever sailed on, including over half of Carnival ships, the Icon of the Seas, the Norwegian Prima, and others. I loved the Sun Princess, but Princess Cruises is changing everything up. We knew about the issues for Park 19. We knew they were going to take away some of those items that they had built that had never opened up. But Princess Cruises, interestingly, announced yesterday they're making many changes to dining rooms and specialty dining on board the ship. The ship was just debuted February 28th. The ship is 7 months old. And you have to ask yourself, did the engineering not work out? Did the architects not get everything right? Why are we having so many changes on a new ship? It is indeed a new class of ship, the Sphere class. Did they not see this thing through? What the heck is going on? I just had a great cruise experience, and now they're changing things. And if this makes the cruising experience even better, kudos to Princess. But I'm telling you, I had a great experience, so much so that we have been invited back by Princess Cruises to sail again on the Sun Princess next month. We will be there. I will see these changes for myself, but I just wonder, what is going on? We know that Park 19 had a lot of features for kids. It had a ropes course, it had a hang gliding activity, it had an obstacle course. None of that passed the testing from the handoff from the shipyard to Princess Cruises. Princess Cruises never took ownership of that part of the ship. That sounds crazy, but that's exactly what happened. The deconstruction of this steel and these features has already started. The ship is leaving leaving Europe, literally, I think it's tomorrow, and coming to the United States. That work is taking place, but that's not it. Now, the Sun Princess is going to have relocated restaurants, and not just a couple. Listen to this list. And again, a ship show. What is going on? The Sanctuary restaurant, which is reserved for those who have booked a cabin in the Sanctuary. It's a yacht club type of feel. It's a small experience. That Sanctuary restaurant is moving to Deck 8 aft, taking place of the American Diner, which had the great breakfast that I shared on the last vlog. The American Diner is moving to Deck 9 aft. The Catch by Rudy, Rudy's Sea Grill. If you've had it on Carnival Cruise Line, they have it on Princess as well. It will be moved as well. It will now be found on Deck 7 near the piazza, the atrium, and it was on Deck 9. We ate at that restaurant. They're moving it. Butcher's Block by Dario, a famous partnership that Princess has. It was on Deck 9 aft. We ate there as well. Now it's going to be on Deck 7 forward, where the Crown Grill used to be. The Crown Grill is the steakhouse. They're moving the steakhouse. Again, it doesn't make sense to me. The Crown Grill, which was the steakhouse, will move to Deck 7 aft, replacing the Reserve Collection restaurant. Several venues, several restaurants moving here. They're also renaming the aft dining room, Deck 6 and 7. It's a beautiful dining room, but they're going to rename that as well. Again, what is going on here? Princess claims that these moves will help enhance the dining experience and that these moves will help increase capacity at each of these dining venues. And I guess kudos to them if they have taken a look over the last 7 months and tried to say, hey, some of these venues were built too small. Or these are guest favorites. Our guests want to eat at these places, but they're too small, so now they're playing switcheroo. But can you imagine the effort that takes place? These venues have chairs and decor and signs associated with them that they've got to remove. It's not just, hey, we're going to move the staff over here and don't put the food in this freezer, put it in that freezer. There's the whole vibe. Rudy Seagrill has that deep blue furniture and signage and things like that. They're going to have to almost redo these spaces to match where these restaurants are going to go. It's a ship show. It really is a ship show. But kudos to Princess. If they think this is going to work, great. I sold before the changes. I'm going to sell October the 11th after the changes take place. And I guess I can see for myself if it makes sense on why these were moved. Do you think this is acceptable, Islanders? A new ship, 7 months old. Do you think it's acceptable for all these changes to take place? Do you see it as a negative thing, or do you see it as a reactionary thing? Maybe Princess trying to be proactive, who knows, about the experience of guests on board, and they're trying to look out for the best experience for us. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. As we go into the weekend, we're going to have a big win going into the weekend. Yeah, casino, the Carnival Jubilee. Many of us have sold her. Many of us have donated to the cause, right? We've lost the money. We've lost the money on slots. We've lost it on tables. Where did it go? No one knows. Now we know. We know where the money is going. Congratulations, Marcus Rockwell. He's found everyone's money. He found all the money that all of us have lost on the Carnival Jubilee over the last several months. He's walking away after playing a slot machine, and it was rumored he was only going to play 2 or 3 spins because he wanted to go to the tables. But on the second spin is what's been reported, what's been shared, he hit the jackpot. Jackpot's usually $10,000, $20,000, and we'd be happy with that. Marcus didn't hit that jackpot. He hit the $250,000 jackpot. Congratulations. I'm sharing the picture here for Marcus and his significant other, $250,000 richer. Can you imagine going on vacation? You go on your cruise, and yeah, you play the casino a little bit. A lot of us do. We don't ever think we're going to walk away with $250,000. Imagine rolling back up into Galveston. Tomorrow, he will be back in Galveston. $250,000 richer because he went on a cruise. Life goals, Marcus. That's life goals right there. Congratulations to you. I've never been a big winner in the casino. I do play, and I do walk away from time to time with, $200, $400. Never $250,000. What is your craziest casino experience or the craziest thing you've seen? Share it with us in the comments section below. That is the cruise news for today. We hope you enjoyed the show. We hope that you're done with your Friday. You're done with work. You're set to enjoy a weekend full of football, fun, family, whatever you want it to be. If you're looking at cruises this weekend, you have questions, you're ready to book a cruise, remember that Amanda and I are travel advisors. We can help you do that. It doesn't cost you a penny at all. We would love to help you plan, book, and manage your reservation. If you're watching this and you want some help, email us travel@bookislandtime.com. We have football tomorrow morning, nothing after, nothing on Sunday, so we are going to work some this weekend. We'll also be live Sunday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Islanders, we will see you then. We will see you in the comment section below on Facebook and this weekend right here on Island Time.